Alright, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Oouchie, back with the Oouchie Friends Podcast. Before we get into it, do me a quick favor. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share this with somebody who needs to hear it, because this one is going to bother a few people. Today we're talking about men marrying women who make more money, the Kandi Burruss and Todd situation, and this old clip with Momma Joyce basically trying to emasculate this man on TV. And now fast forward. Kandi and Todd are reportedly getting divorced, and it's being said Todd is asking for financial support. We're going to talk about that too, because personally, I might not do it. But I don't see anything wrong with a man asking for support if she was the breadwinner. Women do it every day when the roles are reversed. Let's get into this clip and break it down. Momma Joyce starts off like,
Last time you and I talked, it didn't go so well. I said something about Candace's ring.
What did you say?
Well, what I said was, I didn't think that it was a wedding ring.
Gotcha.
Had I been you, I would have bought the ring, but I would have bought it for a Christmas gift. You're thrifty. You're always thrifty. She did not pick a $30,000 or $40,000 ring because she knows the way you are. She stepped herself down for you. Men are supposed to be the provider.
right there, off the rip, is disrespect. Thrifty is crazy. Dude went from responsible with money to you cheap and beneath her in her mind. And this line right here, she stepped herself down for you. So basically, you're not on her level. You're a downgrade. She lowered her standards to be with you. This is how a lot of women and their mamas think when the woman is the higher earner. If he doesn't make more, he's a step down. If he isn't dropping 30 to 40,000 on a ring, he's not a real man. If he's smart with money, he's cheap. But just because she makes more does not mean he makes nothing. And a grown man with sense is not going to spend car money on a ring just so your mama feels better. Women love saying a man is supposed to be the provider. Cool. But y'all confuse provider with stuntman. Todd tries to speak on what he brings.
And I do provide.
What you
I provide
provide?
love, happiness, stability.
And she snaps back.
What kind of stabilities?
Your daughter feels very stable with me.
Okay, wait, hold up a minute. Hold up 1 minute. Lights get cut off at the candy factory. Can you go down to Atlanta Gas Lights and say, I have stability? They not gonna take that.
No, you think I'm around here making
but what
$2 an hour?
But I look at a man as a provider.
Okay.
If they don't provide, they don't take care, they don't be there.
He is providing.
So he's listing love, happiness, stability, and she only respects bill money. This is the money only mentality. If it doesn't swipe at Georgia Power, it doesn't count. But here's what people don't like to admit. Men value respect more than love. Women value security more than love. But security is not just money. A man can provide emotional stability, protection, leadership, problem solving, consistency, support for her and the kids, the frame that allows her to actually relax and not fall apart. Yet a lot of modern women, especially with bitter single mom influence, only count. How big is his check compared to hers? If he doesn't make Kandi money, Momma Joyce basically acts like the man makes $2 an hour. Here's where I really want to park. A lot of women who make big money do not know how to turn that mode off when they get home to a man. At work, being aggressive, making decisions, checking people, being that girl. All that works in the business world. But when you carry that exact same boss persona home, you start talking to your man like you own him, not like you chose him. With Kandi, she's the breadwinner. Her mom is financially and emotionally tied to her. So any man she brings in is automatically seen as competition for control and access. Women who are super close to mamas like that, those are usually the problem ones in relationships. Because it's not just, am I happy with this man? It's, what will my mama think? Does she think I stepped down? So now you have a high-earning woman who can't shift out of work mode, plus a mama in her ear calling every man who makes less a bum. That's a recipe for disrespect, not partnership. Let's be real. I'm not saying men should sit at home and bring nothing to the table. A man should still provide in multiple ways, but there are levels to provision. He might not pay all the bills, but maybe he pays some consistently. Maybe he handles day-to-day household costs. Maybe he covers kids' activities, insurance, car notes, etc. Maybe he's the one making sure life stays stable and structured. If Kandi makes 10 times more and Todd is still working, still paying, still contributing, still being present, he's still a provider. Just because she makes more doesn't mean he's broke. He's a child. He has no say. He's less of a man. They chose to marry. At that point, you're supposed to be building a life together, not ranking each other by income. Now we got to talk about the single mom dynamic. Not all single moms are toxic, but some of them were hurt by men, never healed, raised daughters to be ultra independent, but never taught them how to respect a man. So those daughters grow up making their own money, buying their own stuff. But as soon as a man makes less, they talk to him like he's beneath them. That's Momma Joyce energy. She stepped herself down for you. That's exactly how a lot of moms talk behind closed doors. Fellas, if your woman's mama talks like that about you, you're not just fighting for your marriage. You're fighting for your manhood in that house. And men will leave over disrespect way faster than they'll leave over money. Then Momma Joyce goes into the prenup stuff.
When y'all was talking about the prenup thing, and you said, long as what's fair, say y'all were married and it lasted 2 years, what would you think would be fair?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what's fair.
Let me ask you this. If she were to omit in the manner to which we have become accustomed to, would you be willing to sign that?
You see what she's doing? She's not asking what's fair for both of y'all. She's asking, will you sign something that legally locks in our lifestyle no matter what? So it's not about Kandi and Todd as a unit. It's about Momma Joyce and her comfort. And shout out to Todd for saying,
I'm not gonna say I would sign anything right now. I'm not.
That's a man saying, I'm not gonna let you bully me into a contract. I'm not gonna agree to something just because you think I should be grateful to be here. And a lot of women, especially high earners plus single mom influence, think a man should just sign whatever, shut up, and be thankful he got chosen. That's not partnership. That's employment with benefits. Now let's bring it current. Kandi and Todd are reportedly getting divorced. And it's being said Todd is asking for financial support. Now here's my stance. Me personally, I probably wouldn't do it. I'm built a certain way. And as a man, I'd rather walk away with as little attached as possible. But I'm going to keep it 100. I don't see anything wrong with a man asking for support when she was clearly the breadwinner. Because when it's flipped and he was the one making all the money, she was living a certain lifestyle. They divorce, women will go straight to court, ask for alimony, ask for child support, ask for half, and nobody blinks. The world says, well, she's used to that lifestyle. He should keep supporting her. She held him down. Okay, cool. So why is it suddenly a problem when a man does the exact same thing? If you believe in equality, then equality should include equal accountability, equal consequences, and equal rights to support in a divorce. You cannot scream, I'm a boss, I'm the breadwinner, I run this. But when the relationship ends, act like, well, he's a man. He should just eat it and walk away with nothing. If y'all lived a certain way because of her income, he helped build that brand, gave years of his life, partnered with her on business and family. Why is it crazy if he says, cool, then let's keep it fair? Again, me personally, I probably wouldn't do it. But I'm not going to call another man less of a man for doing what millions of women do without thinking twice. And now on top of the money talk, you've got reports that Todd filed for custody too. And the internet, a lot of women online are losing their minds behind that. Suddenly it's, why would a man try to take full custody? Kids belong with their mother. He just wants money and control. Hold up. So when a woman files for full custody, she's protecting her kids. She's doing what's best for them. He can see them on weekends. But when a man files for custody, even if he's been there, he's active, he's stable, and she's the one working nonstop, on the road, on set, on tour, now he's evil. He's trying to hurt her. He doesn't care about the kids, only money. You can't scream, fathers need to step up. Men need to be more present in their kids' lives. And then turn around and get mad when a man says, all right, bet, I want my kids full time. I can provide structure. I can be there. If we're keeping it real, Kandi is the one working the most. She's the bigger brand, the bigger income, the busier schedule. So if a judge looks at who's home more, who can provide day-to-day structure, who's not constantly on a plane, stage, or set, and says, yeah, the father might actually be the more consistent physical presence, why is that automatically a problem? You can't say men should fight for their kids, then get mad when a man actually fights for his kids. That's the double standard. When mom wants custody, she's a good mother. When dad wants custody, he's petty, controlling, and using the kids. Maybe, just maybe, sometimes the father really is the better day-to-day parent. Not because mom is evil, but because she's working like crazy and chasing a huge career. You wanted equality? Equality means sometimes she pays support. Sometimes he gets custody. Sometimes the man is the primary parent and the woman is the high-powered earner. And that doesn't make her a bad mom. It just means you stop automatically assuming kids belong with mom by default. So ladies, let me land this plane. If you're going to date a man who makes less than you, marry him, build a life with him, you've got two grown woman options. Respect him as a man, even if you make more, or leave him alone. What you don't get to do is stay with him, have kids, build history, build a brand, then clown him every time money comes up. Men want to feel respected, not just loved. If he's working, contributing, supporting, leading where he can, you either empower that or move on. Don't be Momma Joyce. If you rocked with this breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Jump in the comments. Fellas, would you ask for support if your wife was the big breadwinner? Ladies, if you made way more than your man, do you still know how to respect him? It's your boy Oouchie, saying the things everybody's thinking, but scared to say out loud.
So don't watch now, watch me show. So don't watch now, watch me show. 007 on the beat like James Bond. Super high on life, eyes low like Cheech and Chong. Footprint